welcome to match day 2 of the week 5 of the UEFA Champions League. And today, in this edition, I'm going to be talking about Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. I think this is like the game of the day. Yeah, so I want to just go through some statistic about it. So Arsenal in this competition this season, they've scored a total of 11 goals and conceded nothing. Crazy, right? And Bayern Munich have scored 14 and conceded 3. These are like the two best teams you get in Europe. I think Bayern Munich have a slightly better edge because they haven't lost any match at all. They've only drawn to, I think it was Union Berlin. But these are like the two best teams. Arsenal defense is literally rock solid. You get, so yeah, Arsenal right now they are like 15 games unbeaten. They haven't lost in their last 15 matches. They have won, I think, 13, and they've drawn two of it. So yeah, their recent win came against Tottenham, their bitter rival, just on Saturday. Can you imagine Arsenal trashing Tottenham 4-1? Winning your rival 4-1 is insane, bro. 4-1, bro. And also, they are unbeaten in the Emirates since May. Arsenal has been unbeaten in the Emirates since May. They've won 9 and drawn 1. So, what else? Arteta is like one of the best managers in recent years. I think he has overseen Arsenal. He has overseen Arsenal to a club record 8 matches, 8 matches unbeaten in the Champions League group stage. That is this their league stage and the group stage. I think it started from when they were still using the group stage. Then till now, he has not lost in his last 8 matches. What a streak! Like I think they are all winning streaks. I think there are no draw. I think so. So let's talk about Bayern Munich. I think they are the only team in Europe that you can say is better than Arsenal, just slightly better than Arsenal at the moment. You get, they started the season better than Arsenal. I think, let me check. I think they won 17 out of 18 match. And guess what? They didn't lose the remaining one. They drew it. So they are literally unbeaten this season. They have tested defeat. And recently on Saturday, they came from 2 goals behind to win Freiburg 6-2. That should just show you their attacking ability. They were losing 2-0 and boom 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 6-2. Like how, from where? So yeah. So in 18 competitive games, no loss for them. A draw and 17 win. That's insane. They even defeated PSG. Crazy. So what else? A worrying factor here that Arsenal could bounce on is um, Bayern Munich in their last 2 matches they've conceded 2 goals each, and that's not a good record to keep conceding 2 goals. But the positive part is that they later won it. They conceded 2, but they won. You get, so I think they are a little bit vulnerable at the back compared to Arsenal, and Arsenal's attack will pounce on that. So talking about streak for Bayern Munich, I think since January when they lost heavily to Feyenoord, since January when they lost to Feyenoord, they haven't lost any away match in the Champions League. That's also a very good record. They haven't lost any away match in Champions League since January. So their last defeat in the UCL away match came against Feyenoord. Um, Another amazing factor that Arsenal could also bounce on is there are only 3 defeats. Like there are only 3 defeats that came in their last, I don't know, as long as I can remember, the only three defeats that came in the group stage of the Champions League for Bayern Munich came away from home. So I'm not saying that Arsenal will win. I don't know who will win, but I think I don't know. I'm trying to like factor who is like the better team here, but that's a really hard thing to do. Yeah, that's a really hard thing to do. So, what else? What else? What else? Talking about head to head, I think Arsenal has faced Bayern Munich more than any other team. Like Bayern Munich, Arsenal have faced Bayern Munich more than any other side in this UCL. I think it's around 14 times. They faced Bayern Munich more than they faced any other team in Champions League. They faced Bayern Munich 14 times, but the thing is that in their last five head to head, they haven't won anyone. I think one ended as a draw and they lost the remaining four. That's not a record you want to keep. Can they correct it today? Let me know in the comment section. But their most recent meeting was, I think it was in 2023-2024 season when they drew the first leg at Emirates, yeah, and they lost the second leg 1-0. So Bayern Munich edged them there with a 3-2 victory on aggregate. So yeah, I don't know. So players to watch out for is this guy in Arsenal that I'm like getting interested in. Easy. I think Eze is also a player to watch out for. Eze, Bukayo Saka. I mean Arsenal attack is just good. Even with their injury concern, they've been fantastic, bro. So I think Eze and Saka should be like Arsenal players that can pose a threat on Bayern Munich. Then from Bayern Munich side, Harry Kane. Yeah, Harry Kane is a very great guy. I think he should be able to cause some issues for them. With Michael Olise also, Luis Diaz is obviously on a red card. I think Diaz is still on a red card, so he won't be playing today. So I don't know how they are going to tweak their their formation though. But Luis Diaz being out is a very big blow because he has been like a very integral part of their team this season. So for Arsenal, my starting 11. So for my starting 11, let me start with Arsenal. For Arsenal, obviously Raya is going to be starting at the goalpost. Then I think for the wing backs, I'll go with Timber and Lewis Kelly. I think they are going to start. Then at the center, I'll go with Saliba and what's this guy's name? I don't even know his name. Hinkapi. I don't know. I don't know what they are calling him. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Then coming to the midfield three, I'm using a 4-4-3-3 formation. Coming to the three in the midfield, I'm going to go with Eze Zubimendi and Declan Rice. Then for the front three, Arsenal had like series of injury recently, but they've shown that they can actually do without those people out. I think Martinelli is also out, so I'm going to be going with Saka on the right hand side. Then I think Trossard at the middle and Madueke on the left. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that kind of setup for them. So for Bayern Munich, let me see. For Bayern Munich, Manuel Neuer is definitely going to start in the front of goal. Then for the wing backs, I think I'll go with Lamia and Stanisic. Then for the centre backs, I'll go with Star and Upamecano. Then for my midfield, I'm going to go with Kimmich, Carr, and Kimmich, Carr, and Pavlovic. On the right hand side, Olise, obviously. Then on the left hand side, you see, I talked about Luis Diaz earlier on, but I think Gnabry should be able to start there. Then definitely, or Jackson could also play that side. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how company is going to do his setup, but I think I don't know for that left hand side. So we'll wait for the official lineup. I'm going to post it when it's ready. So at the center, center forward is obviously Harry Kane. So for my joint 11, I think it's going to consist mostly of Arsenal players. For my defense, the center back, I'm going to go with Opemecano and Saliba. Then for the wing back, Timber and Lewis Kelly. For the midfield, Declan Rice, obviously. Then Declan Rice, Eze, and Kimmich. Yeah, Declan Rice, Eze, and Kimmich. Then for the forward, I'll go with Saka on the left. Like Saka or you say left and right because I can't bench any of those two guys. I can't. So I'm going to use Saka and Olise as my left and right. Then Harry Kane obviously at the center. So yeah, I think I'm cool with it. So my score prediction, this one is really hard to call, So you don't just know who is going to nick out the win. But I believe this game has a potential of ending in a draw, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals as opposed to what people might be thinking. So I don't think so. I'm leaning toward a 1-0 Arsenal win or a 1-1 draw. Yeah, that's why my head is just going at the moment. A 1-0 Arsenal win or a 1-1 draw. Because you can't just discredit Bayern's attack even though they are having Luis Diaz out. I think they should still be able to do it. They should be able to pull one through Arsenal. And Arsenal should be able to score too. So yeah, 1-0 or 1-1. That's my scoreline. And see you after the game.